congratulations. We'll come to your goal in a moment, but what does that victory mean to you?
Yeah, huge. We said that we wanted to respond from the weekend's performance. Always knew that we were going to turn up today. I thought we played well, controlled large parts of it. Athletic Club pressed really well, but yeah, happy with the 3 points. I think that puts on 9 points now, 4 games played, so it's good fun.
Yeah, you're sitting sixth at the moment in the league, which is a great return. Now, Shay Given is in the studio tonight. He said we're unlikely to see a better header in the Champions League this season, and he's called it bend it like burn. How did you get that curl on it?
Yeah, I don't mind. Listen, I've been due one for a while, and the ball came in. I decided I was going to head it as hard as I could, and yeah, luckily it went in the far corner, so I was happy with it.
I mean, I'm sure you prepared for their high line, but were you surprised to find yourself in so much free space?
Yeah, a little bit. We've been working on that. We knew that we'd have a bit of space sort of around the back there. But listen, sometimes that's probably about 1 in 100 goes in, a lot like the cup final one. But listen, I'll take that. As I said, I've been due a goal for a while, so at least it was a good header.
What was said at half-time? Because obviously that was a nice early goal in the first half, but they still had a threat, didn't they? And then the timing of the goal in the second half was perfect.
Yeah, I think that helped. I think they pressed really well. We were surprised. I thought they were going to sit in a little bit more, and they tried to trap in the full-back area, and I thought it caused a few problems first half. So second half we spoke about stretching it a little bit and playing a few more diags. And listen, I'm buzzing for Joey as well. He's been due a goal, same as me, so I'm happy for him.
And how are you enjoying life at full-back? You're obviously very, very competent in both positions, but it's a fair shift, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a fair shift, yeah. But listen, I enjoy it. I said I love playing centre-back, that's my best position, but full-back I get to go up and down a little bit more. Definitely tougher on the legs, but I'm happy.
And it's 3 consecutive wins now in the Champions League. We touched on it at the top. Puts you in a really good position. Now, how important was that, just given the difficult matches to come?
Yeah, huge. I think we had to win with home games. I know we're unlucky in the Barcelona game a little bit, but if we want to progress, we've got to win with home games. I know we've got a couple of away games coming up Champions League-wise. So yeah, we'll be looking to pick points up in them as well. Have
you seen the goal back yet, or are you going in to have a look at it?
Oh no, I'll be straight on my phone and have a look now.
Enjoy, well done.
Nice one, thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, you can't not love him, can you? Absolute Newcastle legend.
Congratulations on the result. How important a victory was this evening for Newcastle?
Unbelievable. I think we were not in our best, but we got the result. We were consistent. I love the way we played today, even if we were not in our best. But yes, another win at home. 90 points now off 12, so we're in a good running. Yeah, we have to keep going.
And how are you? We know you were ill during the week. You know, how much did you need to, or how deep did you have to dig today with that performance?
Oh, tough game. For me, it was like playing with something holding me with 10 kilos more in my back. But for this club, I will do everything. I always try to give my best. And today was another proof for me. I start to feel well. Since the last night before we play West Ham, but get worse after the game. But yeah, I made some effort to be able to play today, and he rewards is there. So yes, happy.
Well, I'm sure the fans are very grateful for you making that effort today, and it was proven in your performance. Talk to me about Dan Burn and what he brings to this team.
He's fun blight. He brings everything for us. What a guy, love him. He deserved the goal. I think it was his first goal this season. We were joke. I think last week when he was going to score, and today he scored. So unbelievable moment for us. When the game was a little bit tough, in a tough moment, we scored in a key moment. So pleased for him. What a guy, not just the player, what a guy. The package of Dan Burn is unbelievable.
But actually the technique of that header, it was remarkable.
Yeah, when I've seen it, my first thought was he was trying to pass, but in the end, wow, what a goal.
Yeah, he's claiming that one.
Yeah.
And what about the timing of the second goal? Because Athletic Club showed their quality, didn't they, at the end of the first half? They hit the post, but to score so early, did it just settle everything down?
Yeah, it was exactly what we said in the change room. We start the game quick, fast, and try to score the second goal. It was once again the key moment of the game. We scored the second, we had more confidence. So yeah, I think we should score a little bit more, but we control the game and keep the possession. I think the end we were a little bit tired. They have some chance, but in the end everything was fine. 2-0, clean sheet, and we have to keep it going because we have to improve our form in the Premier League away from home on Sunday.
Well done tonight.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Such a lovely character, isn't he? There you go. Even saying bye. Most of you guys just walk off after in the interview, not even saying thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Just
thanks,
saying.
Thanks for all the interviews you've done, Reg.
Yeah, exactly. Just saying. But you know what? Great performance from Newcastle. And it was so important, wasn't it, Shay, to just get a reaction after that awful performance against West Ham.
And
last
Bruno
weekend.
as well, obviously just talking about not feeling so well before the game, and you know, this shows why Eddie's made him captain, his leadership qualities as well, and I think he's probably hurting since the West Ham game, thinking I've got to put one right, so if I'm 70-80% fit, I'm going to get on the pitch. And again, that shows great hunger and desire from your captain, and people sort of respond to that as well, don't they?
Yeah, he's a leader.
Yeah, and you need leaders. When you're at this stage of the Champions League and you do want to qualify for the next round, Newcastle put themselves in a brilliant position. They're sixth now. You need characters like that, and it feels as though they've got a really good core of that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm perplexed as to why the Premier League form isn't what they're doing in the Champions League, because when we've watched Chelsea earlier on, I look at, you know, they've got some wonderful young players, but this Newcastle team, I look at Trippier, Botman, Joel Linton, Tonali, Voltemade. I know he's young, but Guimarães, and then the bench, you know, they've got exciting players as well. They've got Nick Pope, they've got men. Do you know what I mean? They look like a team of men. I think the West Ham result at the weekend will just be something that, just an anomaly that happened in the game, because I think this team's going in one direction. I think they'll be into the pot in February time for the Champions League, and I think the Premier League form will kick on. You know, the stadium will be a factor playing in Champions League, that's for sure. I think the manager, the group seems settled, so I think they'll improve. And they've got young players, got Miley, your Ramseys of this world. Jacob Murphy's not young, but he brings something as well. So there's so much talent in that squad. Yeah, there really is. And do you know what? Let's hear from the Newcastle manager, Eddie Howe. He's joining us from St James's Park now. Eddie, can you see us? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Fantastic.
Hello, Eddie.
That's probably enough, Eddie. You don't want to see us, so probably enough just to hear us.
That's Shay Given and Joe Cole, by the way. They're going to chime in, just to let you know. Eddie, I just want to ask you, first of all, for your reaction. 3 wins on the bounce in the Champions League now for your side, without conceding a single goal. And these are not just little wins, these are big wins. And given, you know, the disappointment of last weekend against West Ham, how happy are you with what you saw today?
Really pleased with today, because it was an important response to West Ham. I think that was a really disappointing day. We had a really quick turnaround for this game, and we prioritised a few things in our performance. I thought the lads tried to give us that. I don't think it was us at our very best, but it was enough to win, and yeah, we're in a good position now in this competition.
And how much of a priority is this competition, and what have you learnt from the lessons of a couple of years ago when you've had to kind of juggle your team and manage your way? You seem to be so comfortable at the moment in how you approach every single game in this competition.
I think, I think we learned a lot naturally. A different format though, so I think that this format, I think, is really good, really enjoyable, more games, but it's a bigger test then, I think, when you return to the Premier League, and I think we're finding that mentally and physically, so we've got work to do in that respect. But I think it's a really good thing for us to have had a game this week off the back of West Ham. I think that was a real positive and a chance to put that performance away and amend some things that we did wrong. I thought there were real positives tonight. I thought defensively, again, I thought we looked really good, and we scored 2 good goals.
Just on the goals, Eddie, the first goal obviously come from a set play. We felt it was really well worked here in the studio, and the header, we can't believe the header it was an unbelievable header from Dan Burn.
It was very reminiscent of the cup final, wasn't it? It was an incredible header from distance. Yeah. And he's arrowed it into the top corner. Yes, it was a training ground move. Well done to all the coaches involved in that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eddie, can I ask you about the other goal scorer, Joe Linton, as well? It's another lovely finish. Not quite as special as Dan Burns, but it's good to get him in and amongst the goals as well.
Yeah, he needs to score. You know, he's always done that. He's got a scorer of big goals for us. We've worked a lot recently in the last few weeks of him arriving late in the box and using his aerial strength from crosses. Yeah, I was really pleased with that goal for him, because we need our 8s and our wide men to chip in with more goals, so that's hopefully a good start for him.
Eddie, you can always rely on the St James's Park faithful to G up the team on these big nights, and in the Premier League as well. But, you know, you make no secret of it. The home form is fantastic. The away form is something that you need to address. So how much of a springboard can a victory like this be? Or is there something bigger that you need to look at in terms of when you are travelling away from home, particularly in the Premier League?
Yeah, well, I think just across the board, I think it's consistency in our performances wherever we play. So I think that's the big challenge. I think the interesting thing is now we go away in the Champions League as well. So certainly we need to address that form in all competitions. It's not associated just to one. So our next game of Marseille will be incredibly difficult, but a great test for us. And we're looking forward to our Premier League return on Sunday against Brentford.
And just to let you know that Shay Given had coined the term "bend it like burn." You down with that?
I'm down with that. Whatever Shay says, I'm good with.
Newcastle legend. You can say anything you like.
Absolutely.
Eddie, thank you very much, and congratulations again for tonight.
Cheers, guys.
Well done.
Fantastic stuff. Great to speak to the Newcastle manager. Eddie Howe there. Let's take a look at that second goal again then. You mentioned it, Joe, in the interview with Eddie. Joe Linton's goal. Yeah. It was important, as he said, it's important for the wide players to get on the score sheet as well. And for him, because he had some opportunities in this game, but for his confidence. Yeah, more than anything. Bodies in the box, you know, as the ball drops to Barnes here, he does fantastically well. As he just shimmies, dinks it in. And Joe Linton does what all good centre forwards do. You backing off into the space where you can affect the game and get an opportunity. We thought Murphy may have been offside. He wasn't. Ball gets wrapped across there as it drops to Barnes. I think it's a bad decision to shoot, but he gets a second bite at the cherry here. Bang, little bit of a move. Joe Linton, and he has to put pace in there. It's a good header. Not as good as Dan Burns, but it's a good header. Yeah, it's going to be quite hard to beat Dan Burns, isn't it? That was a fantastic goal for him. Joe Linton there popping up with the second, but as we said, Dan Burn with that opening goal. And what a goal it was. Beautiful finish tonight against Athletic Club. It was his first goal of the season, his 9th for Newcastle overall. Would you believe 5 of his goals for Newcastle have been assisted by Kieran Trippier, which is quite outstanding in itself. But what about other outstanding headed goals in the Champions League then? We're going to show you a few that our team have picked out. And we just want you to tell us what you think. How good are they? You've got to rank them 1 to 5. Right. So this one, Stevie G. 2005. Goal. Yep.
Bang.
Boof.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good. He's had to spin that into the top bin.
And also the importance of that header as well. The time of the game, wasn't it?
Finals. You've got to be thinking about finals there. What do you want us to give us, a ranking out of 10?
Can we just look at them first and then give you a ranking?
Look at them all and then tell us.
Better, wouldn't it?
So here we go. The next one's Ronaldo. This is Manchester United against Roma, 2008.
Oh my good God. Look at that.
That's power, isn't it?
Look at that.
Hang time. Brilliant. No?
Have that as well.
With desire as well, desire and all that, that's amazing.
He's nearly knocked out the fullback, he spun him round.
He didn't care who he knocked into for that one, did he?
I remember that.
Yeah, he just had to score that one. OK, the next one, from Ronaldo to Messi. This was the 2009 final against United.
Yeah, another final.
Yeah. Big moments, big goals.
Hang time as
big
well.
Headers.
From the big man, Messi.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say that, but...
Hit the big man at the far post there.
Brilliant header.
Yeah, what a
Did you like that one? Was that one?
I liked all of them, Resh.
That's one. OK, we got another one for you. Okay. Joe, you might like this one a bit more because this is your man,
Big Didier. I was going to say...
him, didn't he?
2012 final.
I did. Bang. Oh, there's your winner.
Are you serious?
Is it?
Better than Dan Burn?
Really?
No.
Away, man.
That's
Away, man. It's an unbelievable header. Don't get me wrong.
OK, it was not as good as Dan Burns, but in terms of
importance,
like Chelsea hadn't been up the pitch at all.
Yeah.
And it just his.
But Rashford's question was the best header, not the most important header.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Best header, Dan Burn.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Really?
I could watch. You just said it before the break. You could watch this header all night.
Dan Burn should get that on repeat. Like in his hallway.
Yeah.
As he comes
or his screensaver, you know, talk about his phone, his screensaver just keep repeating itself on the phone.
He's going to have it on some image as people walk into his house.
Brilliant.
So you'd say Dan Burn first?
Dan Burn first.
Who's next?
Burn. And then Drogba.
Can I
what about
have
Ronaldo?
Yeah, we'll give you Drogba.
I'll give you Drogba.
Drogba next,
Ronaldo's good too, isn't he? Drogba 2, Ronaldo 3.
Ronaldo 3, yeah.
Messi and Gerrard then?
Yeah.
We'll go Gerrard 4, Messi 5.
Messi wins enough things. He can be part of the foul.
Yeah,
it's just another goal for Messi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Do you know what? We could do this all for a while, couldn't we?
That was good.
But
Dan
well
Burn,
done.
Top of the pile. He'd be happy to be in there with that name. The big man.
He's in good company.
Exactly. He's put himself in decent company, hasn't he? Big win then for Newcastle. I mean, look, let's just conclude it. And they now have a big game against Brentford at the weekend. Their record on the road in the Premier League has been terrible. Drawn 4, lost 4. We asked Eddie Howe, and he said that there's a lot to correct. They've got to get that consistency right. But victories like this, are they a springboard, or is it different when you go from Europe back to the bread and butter of the Premier League?
It is different because we talk about St James's Park, the atmosphere tonight. It's a special thing. The Champions League music comes on, everyone's up, the crowd's absolutely buzzing and bouncing. Now, 2 o'clock on Sunday, they have to go to Brentford, small stadium, not the music, not the sparkle of the Champions League, and they have to go and get a result because their away form this season's been really, really poor.
Yeah. Do you think this can be sort of a moving forward?
I wouldn't say this result's particularly a springboard. I think, like Eddie's right, he just needs to be sorting out the factors of why things are not going quite so well away from home, and I think he will. I do. I just think sometimes it can be just something that happens, but they could win at Brentford. They got the physicality to match Brentford, which is important. So I think it'll be a good game for them. I think they get a result.